I need a map. I'm sorry, stay still. Firenze and Siena, 1200. Families of Florence had money, bankers. Families of Siena, bankers. They were competing in banking. And also, they didn't build a regular house, but they built towers. If you come in Tuscany, you can see lots of towers, because like sometimes we say today, my tower is taller than your tower. So I have more power, I have more money. It was the same story, 1200 like today. But the point was that when they were on top of the tower, they couldn't tell the guest, everything here surround this place is mine, For this, they were fighting to conquer this piece of land. When the Sienese, they had an idea to have a horse race. They said, one jockey from Florence, north, one jockey from Siena, south, starting the race at the same time. Where they have a meeting, there will be the border of the two provinces. Very simple. In one day, they could find solution. They decided for the day was the first Sunday of September, 1206, so they had a couple of months to organize everything, but mainly to select the best horse, because those have to be very fast. Then people of Florence, they moved to Siena, and from Siena they moved to Florence, because they were the controller of the starter of the race, because at that time they couldn't start the race via email or Facebook or Twitter or by phone. But they had to start the race when rooster crows in the morning, so almost 5 o'clock in the morning. It was the starter. But when the Florentine people, they heard that in Siena they had a great and fast horse, what they did, they chose as a starter a black rooster. Black rooster more aggressive than white. Almost wild. He doesn't like to stay in. He feels the territory like a dog, So they kept the black rooster in a small place without food, any comfort for many days. When they're supposed to be in the middle of the night, so next morning was the start of the race, but in the night they released the rooster. He was hungry and hungry. So in the middle of the night, that rooster, the black rooster, the jockey from Florence left middle of the night, arriving at only 5 kilometers from Siena, where he met the other person, the other jockey. That area of Siena is a very famous castle, Castello di Fonterutoli, probably you know where. It's very close to Siena. So there was the border between Florence and Siena. So Florence conquered almost everything. Just then it changed years late. Arriving, the border now is almost 1/3 of Chianti Classic is in Florence, a third of Chianti Classic is in Siena. This is the story. I told you, at the beginning this was Chianti region. Then the government, they classified this region as Chianti Classico and Chianti outside. So the consumer of Chianti, of these wines, until a few days before, they had maybe Ruffino Chianti, and then they had Ruffino Chianti Classico. The consumer couldn't understand. So this label was Chianti and now it's Chianti Classico. But why? Is another region? Is different something? No, actually it was the same region. Just the producer, they would like to help the consumer to identify Chianti from Chianti Classico, and based on the story, they add at the label the black rooster. So all bottles of a Chianti Classico, there is in addition of the label the black rooster on the label. So this is the story.